Hi, I'm Melissa Caldwell-Weddig, costume shop manager at the Clarence Brown Theater, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about A Midsummer Night's Dream and the mechanicals and how we approach that in the costume shop. So, when a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream comes onto a season for a costume shop, it is very, very exciting and very, very scary. A Midsummer Night's Dream is one of the shows that is the most iconic and special and big and huge and spectacular in the theatrical canon, and of Shakespeare's plays certainly. You have a royal court, a king and a queen and courtesans and ingenues and very exciting things. They all get married at the end of the show, so you have typically a royal wedding, which is top of costume shop, pretty fun, fantastic things. And then on top of that, especially, you have the fairies. You have a fairy king and queen, whole bunch of fairies that mirror what's going on in the court, and it's great. It is so much fun. When you think about it, really, you don't get to see very many shows with fairies in them. Artistically, Shakespeare's left us a ton of room to do amazing design work on that. Our production at the Clarence Brown Theater, the most recent one, was designed by Marianne Custer gorgeously. It was super fun and it was amazing to work on. So, as a costume shop in our approach, the first thing we think about is how we're going to accomplish those things. There's a lot of planning, a lot of work. It's going to be the biggest show in most seasons for a costume shop, and it was for ours. And then you think about your fairies, you think about your royalty, you think about your lovers, and then you think, oh right, and the mechanicals are there too. But the mechanicals are secretly one of the most fun things about the show. You've got a lot of serious pomp. You've got a lot of hard work and labor that goes into the beautiful costumes that you're making for everyone else. The mechanicals are the comedians. That's the place where people are going to have the most fun, and that's also the place where we can be the most collaborative. It's exciting when we get to see the work that the comedians are doing and adapt our stuff so we can make their work as funny as possible. What's fun about the mechanicals and about their play within a play is that they represent us in a way. They're the normal people of this court. They are regular people who love to put on a play and who do the best they can with the things that they have. And that's where you get into some fun with the costumes. I've worked on productions of A Midsummer Night's Dream where the actors actually made a lot of their costume pieces, which was a huge relief to the costume shop in that case, who was busy making tiaras and wings. And it's a great thing for students to do too, because it wants to be unstudied and easy and free. And you've got great still opportunities to do amazing costumes. First of all, you look at who these people are in the world. They all have great, interesting professions that relate to what we as backstage people in theater go to. Bottom's a weaver. There's a joiner. There's a carpenter, we've got woodworkers, we've got people who look like us, we've got a tailor in there, which costume shop always is exciting about. So we start to have a sense of what kind of materials these people have to work with. They are craftspeople, and as costume shop and production staff, we really appreciate that, and we can imagine how they would take the materials that they have and make costumes out of those. And of course, the script talks a lot about the ways that they're going to approach their characters, and they're fun characters. So my challenge to you as we think about these characters is take a walk around your house, look in your basement, look in your yard. We're all, a lot of us at home, see what you've got around your house that you could make one of these costumes out of. You could do Pyramus, a noble soldier, in any way that you can. You could do beautiful Thisbe. It's got a beard coming in, so remember that. You could do our lion out of things that you have in your house. That one sounds like fun. Moonshine is one of the things that is portrayed on stage, and of course the wall that stands between the lovers. Those are all things that you might just be able to find things around your house to represent, and the biggest challenge is probably prologue. I'm excited to see what people come up with for that. And now I'm going to look around my house and see what we can come up with. So when I did a search of my house, I looked for a base costume for a moon costume, and then our major elements. My base costume, I decided to just do, in my case, a night sky, and just pick some blue and white things that I had around the house to wear, nothing too exciting. When I thought about the thorn branches that are described in the script. That was pretty easy because I have a burning bush outside that needs pruning. Picked up a few twigs there, easy peasy. When you think about the lantern, that was kind of the most fun. We like camping in my house, so I have a lantern. Looks a little modern, depends on our interpretation of things. I wanted to make it look a little bit more moony, so I took this wacky silicone bowl thing that I have, and I can make a lantern. I can also have this, you know, decorative lantern around, so if I want to go really fancy, I can put all these elements together, make a shining moonlight lantern. And that's how we accomplished all that. I decided I wanted to do a little bit more embellishment and made this hat out of starlights so I could add some stars just for my own fun. Anything that lights up always makes things a little bit more fabulous is what I have to say about that. My daughter Ruby went searching around the house for elements for our Snug the Lion costume. For her base costume, we found a wraparound skirt that we could turn into just sort of a shapeless dress. And then we looked around in the garden to see what we had. She has garlic bulbs in her lion's mane. She has orange glory flowers because those were things that were available for the day. Then we raided the stuffed animals because that's where we could get a really luxurious lion's mane. She's also got some greenery from her daylilies. So we had a lot of fun working on her nature based stuffed animal based lion costume. We just wired and safety pinned all of those parts together. We don't have to worry about this surviving a long run of the show, so we just made it a little fun. And there you go. So there are many, many other things in your house that you can use. I always love to see clothes and things and stuff repurposed into beautiful costumes. So go out, have a look around your house, see what you have, and let's have a good time. Thanks, everybody.